And I wanted to make it, I guess. I know I live with the criticisms. People are giving a big and they put it upon a pedestal. A pendant for your thoughts, but I never asked for change. My work ethic's ridiculous and yours is not the same.
Hey guys, Azzy1992 here. Of course, you can find me on Twitch, you can find me on YouTube, and if you are yet to actually ever come into any of my live Twitch streams, I will be putting that down low in the description of the video. Please feel free to tune on in. As well, we have ourselves some custom events. We have E2 and Demons Clan, both from NA and EU, have actually joined up with a partnership. So every single Saturday coming at around 2100 Moscow time, as well as 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, depending where you're at, you can type that into Google, it'll localize it for you so you can figure out the exact time for yourself. But these are open public customs to everyone. And I gotta say, there was about 4.5 hours of gameplay. Because of that, we have cut down the videos into smaller chunks. I just don't picture anyone wanting to come in and watch 4.5 hours of videos, and once you've watched it the first time, there's a chance you may not press on it a second to watch the rest. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna upload it separately in the matches here. I believe we got about 8 or 9 matches altogether. So again, a huge shout out and thank you to E2 and Demons for having me at this event. I had a great time. The love and support's always crazy. And as well, again, if you have yet to ever actually stop into the live stream, I do variety streaming as well. I do mainly Cyber Hunter content on YouTube, but I am very much playing a bunch of other things constantly. So if you are interested, again, Twitch link will be down in the description, as well as the Discord links if you're looking into joining these custom events in the future. Hope you guys have a great time. Enjoy. Alrighty, we have ourselves a couple new names in here. I'm not sure if they're nicknames or not, but we do have some new names in general. I was also thinking in my head too, because majority of these matches, they go for like 20x somewhat minutes kind of thing. If I add a small little intro blip into it, I could probably splice all these up. I usually always do a YouTube upload, and I upload like an hour and a half. I upload the entire event, you know? I was kind of thinking in my head, why don't I shorten up those videos? Make them like 18, 15, 20-minute videos. I realize 18, 15, 20, like I kind of went up and around all over there. 18 average, we'll say then. And you know, like maybe like cut them down. Make it a little bit separated. Add in a little cute little intro or something. Maybe like a little personal update or something before the match begins, and then, you know, kick it into gear. I think that's something we're gonna try out. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like that slightly is coming from the mindset of like M-Tash. I don't know if you guys have been any of that Genshin Impact and everything recently. I've personally fallen off the game. I hit like 37 or something AR, and I was like, alright, I'm signing on every day telling myself I got 120 of this, I'm gonna do this for the daily, I do this for the daily, and then I'm signing off. And it just hit that point, I'm like, nah. Let's see if we can pick up some other games, or come back to other games in this case. We did get to play a bit of Cyber Hunter the other day. We got about 4 hours of gameplay in there. Played some KWP Genius. I feel bad, I actually missed Shampoo's invites there several times there, but I just wasn't online yet. Look at all the people up on this top row here. What the heck is going on here? Nija getting a first knock there, but Bask able to return the favor, getting a knock themselves, and it looks like the grief will go through. The first blood, Bask picking it on up. Stylish though, unable to get picked up their cells. They did get eliminated, and it looks like Nija took that as a disconnection there. Did head right on out. Very unfortunately, there was a lot of people on top there. That was quite crazy. Zafer having almost deal with some people there, but no, Vasquez there yet again to help on out there. Some beautiful eliminations coming through. Now we can go check out a Vera City now that Void's finished itself on up here. It looks like yet again there's a huge cluster in Vera. This is like, you would think half the custom came to this agreement, like we're all gonna go land at Vera City and get some excitement going on. Hey, you doing well, Triple-Oski? I'm glad to hear that, brother. I'm glad to hear. Gizaway looking a little bit low on health. Starry unfortunately already being knocked, and I have a feeling this person, yes, has 0 healing to work with. Starry's body's across the world right now. See, one of the enemies actually just hopped onto the roof. Is that... who do we have there? Who is that trying to shoot out the freezing gun? Is that Dees? We got Rima in here looking for some combat. Rima though taking a little bit of a blast to the dome there, being taken on out there. Gizaway connecting those shots. Unfortunately, the freeze gun not working out. Somehow, someway, this person's surviving the shotgun shot, but only the first one as the second one comes on through there. Insanity and No Mercy getting those eliminations. It looks like No Mercy did find Dees as well, so they will be taken on out here. It looks like Mio decided to add their clan tag back into their name here. They were just running as just Mio for this entire custom period, and they have finally switched back to their original name. See some sniper kills coming out there. Drake Buster equipped. Aim Bear getting the knock. If that was Bear, wasn't that their teammate from last matches? No, that was not. See, this is me. I need to learn Russian. There's too many names where I'm like, wait a second, was this the same? No, that was different letters. Let's go see what Baby Boo's up to. Insanity getting the knock onto Mio. What if Mio and Miu have ever had a conversation being like, alright, 1 versus 1, one of us gets to keep the name, they're too similar. Aim Bear going for some sniper shots this round. The grenades though, trying to negate them from heading into the house. But it looks like Ninja says, I don't care about an explosion, I'm walking on through. Getting that elimination there. Helping clear up their city, making it a cleaner place. Baby Boo hanging around the corner there, waiting for the angle. Hopefully one of these players hop out, coming at the front entrance here, giving them some easy shots, but they are going for the high ground. Hang tight, we're going to take a quick glance at the map, see if anyone else is nearby. Not seeing it right now. And we're just going to hang tight, see what happens. I wouldn't mind getting Aim Bear's teammate. Oh, the huge shots coming out from Baby Boo there. Getting a huge knock, and with the secondary shots there, Mio unfortunately getting knocked themselves very low. The grief will go through. Baby Boo looking for those angles, but I gotta admit, this teammate has some great preemptive shots here. Ninja looking for those angles. Pushing on in there, and there you have it. Getting those final shots with enough time to get Bear back on up. Alright, still racing around. Safer and Vask have dominated Voidlands there, so they're good to go. Meliodas with Bibble taking out the beach line as well, just getting themselves a bit of loot. I admit, I noticed that the legendary token thing was activated again, and that this sweater was in there. And I've always been jealous of the fact that Saint was rocking that sweater. I had the pants, but I never had the sweater. And I was always like, bruh, I'm so jealous he has that. So now we have an opportunity to get it. Which, I mean, is unfortunate because that takes away from the people who actually got it as an OG player. But I'm excited. I'm spending all my purple. I have like 500 of those purple legendary coins. In fact, if I forget at the end of the stream, I need to sign back onto NA server and spend my daily coin to work towards that. Figure I'd just go burn all it. And I mean, it's also, I believe it ends on the 18th. Oh, so there's 4 more days. I don't know if I'm gonna make it all the way to the end in 4 more days. I don't know if that's a thing. We'll see though, we'll see. Just gives me a reason to sign on Cyber Hunter every single day for at least the next week. And I mean, we're signing out as well. I want to point out too, for anyone in chat, if you're new here, you haven't hung out very often, you haven't seen Azzy stream the game, I do commentate a fair amount of the competitions going on in this game. We actually have week 5 of the My Way Frag League. I believe that is a $330 tournament. It's a 5-week long event. The finals will be tomorrow at about the same time that we started here today. So you're looking at 10 a.m. PST, or you're looking at about 2100 Moscow time. So depending if you're from EU or if you're from, you know, the western side of the world kind of thing, those will be the time frames as to when we are hosting the finals for the the My Way Frag League tournament. Huge grenade coming from Bill, breaking that out, but the damage is getting returned. Is this Brightburn? Brightburn's come back for some matches. They weren't here for the first couple. Sorry, they were here for the first couple. They went crazy. Maybe they went for a little bit of a food break. They came back. They're like, custom's still going? I'm game. I'm in this. Brightburn, though, was popping off in the first couple matches, so I'm excited to see them here for another round. In fact, noticing that one of the players has been knocked out, meaning Brightburn is the final player, and he's flanked from both sides. We're going to check out this camera perspective. They have a Sentinel. I'm not sure if that has a Meg equipped to it. They have a Tiburon, though, and that Tiburon will deal a lot of damage if someone gets a little too close. Oh, but the grenade! Huge connection. And if only one med pack, oh, that second one did a lot of damage. They're going to try for the shots. They do connect a lot there. That was a beautiful attempt. But I don't know how well this is gonna work for them. This is looking pretty bad. Those 2 grenades put him in a real critical position, and unfortunately couldn't tuck into the box just fast enough. Meliodas and Bibble coming out on top, clearing out Angela. It looks like another fight's breaking loose here. We have Diobald going against, I'm not actually sure who they're going against here, but we see Vasp and Zephyr. And I'm sorry, I don't mean going against, I mean as to who their teammate may have been. Oh, a few headshots, but just not enough. Relapse getting the knock and kill on the Vasp, but Zephyr coming out to help out and have a huge grenade at that tower. Beautiful gameplay, I admit. That's probably one of the most clutch plays you can do. That whole tower over top with the grenade. The only thing more you could add is maybe a 360 on top of it. I was getting for real. Genshin burned me out the first week. Got to level 20 and I was like, back to Cyber after quitting for the entire 9th season. Yo, facts, right? Always coming back to the game. It's hard to leave it. So I don't know, it's got such a colorful personality. Like, you know, the community itself. It's a little bit of everyone from different cultures, different mindsets, different personalities, different just walks of life in general, to be honest. We have some people that are like business owners, Fragtag, for example. You have people like, I feel so bad for forgetting his name. The gentleman that hangs out with Black Bear and Javi all the time, but I haven't seen him in so bloody long. He helped host a tournament. He actually, I gotta be honest, if I actually looked at my gifted sub thing. June! I don't have to look at it, it's June! That's who I'm thinking of. You know, like, he came in, he was saved, like, he's a supposedly pretty well-known guy through whatever his social medias were. I never actually checked it out, to be honest. I just kind of took his word for it. He seemed like a very legitimate guy, right? So, you know, and then you got the younger generation in here as well. You got some of the people that, push buttons for a living, you know? Like, you got the other people that are like, we need the world to be a better place. It's just got a very colorful community is all, in my opinion. I enjoy Cyber Hunter for that reason. As much as some days I sign on and I'm literally looking at chat going like, oh my god, what's happened to our generations? It's not all the time. There's other times where they do make me giggle and laugh, and I admit, Zephyr has been on a run for a long time, but team number 4 has completely chased after them. Did he just tower out the top window? I think I need, oh, okay, he towered out the front end of the porch there. Okay, I was a little confused. I'm like, wait a second, there's a roof over that part though, but never mind, never mind. E2 Bibble and Meliodas pushing up on Ghost. It looks to be Sainty. See exactly what's gonna go down here. We see the people looking for the angles. That climb animation though. Oh, the instant attempt for a grenade over top, but they don't find the connecting shots. There they do. But it doesn't even take off the Nightingale shield. That's a little bit intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. They're looking for those angles. Bibble unable to connect the shots that they wanted. Sainty getting the elimination on Meliodas, leaving just Bibble as the final in a 1 vs 2. Hanging tight on both the towers, possibly waiting out their Nightingale before they push back into the engagement. Maybe just wanting to wait to see for a third-party perspective. I don't know if these players are aware of the location, though. I wouldn't be surprised if they're literally climbing up the tower as we speak. But no, they're just hanging tight. They're going to get in the car and they're going to head right on out. Will Bibble take the shots? That's the big question. No, they're just going to let the players run away. They're going to get in the car. They're going to pick up the card. And with that being said, there is still a red station in the dead center of the map. The ability to get back into this game with their teammate does exist. Let's go check out Nope Sky going against Bear and Ninja. Bear does get taken out. There was their teammate from last round coming in clutch. Ninja is the final in a 1 vs 2 situation. How will this be pushed out? Sky pushing up a beautiful flanking angle. Oh, but the counter tower letting the shots connect is beautiful. The grenade as well. I wouldn't be surprised that grenade actually connected damage. Ninja doing a little bit of a weird grenade there, but I think that was more of a, I got it in my hand. If you're nearby, well, GG, AoE gotcha. See the Nightingale activation? We saw some healing as they were dropping down at the same time too, so they're definitely a bit of a critical spot right now. But Ninja working it out the best they can, trying to find those angles. As he feeling like he needs to crack his back. Oh yeah, that feels amazing. Getting some huge connecting shots, nice little counter tower attempt, but they don't find the elimination with just 10 cube left. Sorry. And Ghost and everyone sneaking on in. This can make a bit of a situation here. It looks like everyone's decided to group up at the very end here. Do we even have any other teams in the distance? I'm not going to open the map because I don't want to miss the combat here. I realize it's a big thing, and that's probably my worst flaw when I'm commentating these tournaments. I do leave the map open so long because the fact is it does actually create a lot of knowledge. I'm not going to lie. Yo, Remo, welcome to chat. Demons on top. They're doing pretty dang well. E2's been popping off all match though as well, so I mean, I guess that's also, I wonder if next week's customs will be held on NA, so that maybe the NA players can be using their own ping. At the same time, I know that there's a much larger EU player base, so with that mindset, I would assume that they're going to actually hang tight and try and play on EU. Abandoned with some huge shots there. Ghost looking to be a bit of a critical spot. Does Ghost even have? Yes, their teammate is still alive and active. They have the cute little pink nightingale theme coming out there. Oh, Abandoned though, some huge connected shots. Hey, it is straight up use that destroy. Go for that grief. Never mind the chance of a res station. Which, I mean, this is the moment where the res station can do some weird things. You can place it on the top floor, and it will res the people on the bottom floor. But no one's running res anymore. Still a destroy meta. Let's face it. Heaven coming on in there. Abandoned getting knocked by a huge gameplay from the enemy. But hey, it looks like Heaven was able to come out on top. E2's doing pretty dang well. They're doing pretty sexy right now. E2 Bibble, speaking of E2, as a solo member in this match, there's 6 players left. We see team number 4 able to get the resurrection onto Bear. Ninja getting that helping hand in. Interesting parking job. And I'm curious if these are 6 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's our 6? Wait a minute. It's because they have Meliodas' card. This makes a lot more sense. I was briefly confused there. I won't lie to you. Regardless though, let's see what we got going on here. E2 Abandoned with their teammate Heaven. Rotating through, looking for some extra loot. Getting into the circle here. Then again, do they really need extra loot? They got cores, they got nightingales, they got over half the capacity of Cube right now. I don't know if they're gonna need to go find any more loot. They may just be saying, hey, there was a res that just went down, let's go push on it. With being said, where exactly are these players at this point? They did rotate south. It looks like Bibble even came in hoping to sneak a little bit of action, but unable to find it there. I'm curious if Bibble will take an opportunity for a resurrection. They're holding off. They have the ability to go on the high ground. They have the ability to eyeball it all out. And if this works out, they could go right here and now and get that resurrection. We're going to watch this angle though. Aim Bear Ninja taking a lot of damage. Ninja actually hopping out there realizing, oh my lord, I am going to die if I stay in here any longer. KON, thank you for the follow. I appreciate the support. Welcome to chat today. It looks like Ninja unfortunately resurrecting the teammate. I don't know if you noticed that too. Ninja was actually driving the vehicle. And then Bear, after Ninja hopped out, he just said, yeah, no, I'm not hopping out with you. A, because he literally just has a killer whale 80 cube and no healing and 1 grenade. And just hops into the driver's seat and keeps on going. Is this a scrim? This is just custom scrims right now. It's hosted by E2 from EU and Demon Clan from NA. It is being hosted on EU servers. And as far as I'm aware, it's a public lobby. So if you're looking to hop in, you're a legitimate player, by all means, you'll see the code at the end of the match. Hop on in. I can't guarantee they're not gonna, I don't know exactly what the, you know, I don't run the customs whatsoever. I am purely just, I was asked to help commentate, have some fun, watch the action and everything. And so, I do know that there was one random name that did get kicked out, but then we confirmed, we're like, hey, by the way, this is just Reyes, he just has a different name right now. And he got back in, but if you're interested, hop into queue. I believe that they need one more too. I believe one person did have to go solo because of this match. We did have 40 players in the lobby. Someone left out at the very last countdown. Literally, it was like 3, 2, left game, 1, go. You know, kind of deal. And they plan on hosting customs every single weekend. So it's 1:18 in the afternoon for me right now. We actually started at 10 a.m. That's kind of crazy. We've been in stream for 3 hours right now doing these customs. But 2100 Moscow time or 10 a.m. PST, so Pacific Standard Time. That's actually when they started, and they're doing this every single week at this time. I noticed that South America server has a lot of really cool, I admit, as someone that does commentate NA and EU tournaments, I wish I knew how to speak in whichever language I did, if it was, Portuguese or Spanish or whichever it is in South America that's used the most. Purely for the sake, I love to come in and ask, be like, hey guys, is this cool if, this guy comes in, talks English for your tournaments, like, I know that they got some really cool streamers grinding away, and I gotta admit, their energy's friggin' wild. I think their energy's crazy. I always host them at the end of when we have our My Way Frag League tournament, which is tomorrow. We actually, I always end up hosting them at the end, like, hey guys, let's go from one action to the next kind of thing. And it's like, they got some huge energy there. I love it. I love the way that you guys also have your scrims and everything. I admit, we're in the final engagement. Let's do a little bit of an eyeball here. Unfortunately, we did not get eyeball much as Aimbear coming in hot there, ditching their teammate Ninja in that awkward moment, but was able to come back in, get those eliminations. So Ninja with the 6 kills, Aimbear with the 3 eliminations, 9 as a team, and first place. GG to these guys. E2 Abandon, as we saw, this guy has some pretty good accuracy. I think Abandon's a pretty darn good player. And Heaven, I admit, lacks that aggression. But when their teammates in an issue, they always push in and they succeed. They help out every time. So huge shout out to E2 Abandoned and Heaven, getting 7 eliminations as a team, 3 and 4. In third place, E2 Bibble, fortunately no kills, but with their teammate OPG Meliodas getting the 2 eliminations to get themselves in third place. GG guys. With being said, a few more shout out for the eliminations and kills. We have Sainty with the 4. We have our Russian Fend with the 3. Vosk with the 2. Zafer with the 5. We have E2 No Mercy getting 2 eliminations in the match. We see a couple ones in between, a couple ones afterwards. And that's about it for that match. Let's get back in the lobby and see what we got going on. On the South America server, there are a lot of hacks, but we are committed and we have a lot of championships and the players play very well. And I find what really helps too is the fact that the more that people are in the community, the longer they are, there's a bunch of Season 2 players that still play this game that they can usually vouch to. And, if a hacker enters the lobby, they're like, yeah, this guy's got a bad history, he's not allowed to be here, kind of thing. Okay, Onan, are you just one of the gamers, or do you interact with the championships and everything? We don't have support on SA servers. We don't have support on any of the servers, unfortunately. Yeah. I won't talk down on the game whatsoever, but I have come from the Creative Destruction community. I was a Season 2 player of Creative Destruction till Season 8. Another NetEase game. It's kind of like Fortnite, basically, just a cheaper version, I guess you could say. It had very unique skills in its own way. It had a crafting system, so it was pretty cool still. But unfortunately, as that game gained popularity, as it was released onto Steam, the hackers steamrolled into the game, and unfortunately, because of their anti-cheat system, the game faded. So luckily though, with these customs, with the way that the players are playing, everyone does seem fairly legit. We actually only had one match. We actually had one player that was a hacker that came into the customs today. But I mean, for 3 hours and 30 minutes of gameplay, and I admit there's really very little downtime in between these matches here, I gotta say, it's been pretty clean. It's been very clean.
And I wanted to make it, I guess. I live with the criticisms. People are giving a big and they put it upon a pedestal. A pen for your thoughts, but I never asked for change. My work ethic's ridiculous and yours is not the same.